What's your bottom 10? Bottom 10 5 stars. That's actually interesting. There's too many throwaway 5 stars that were not designed to be good for bottom 10 units to be interesting. But bottom 10 5 stars is. Let's think about that. So do we include the standard units or not? How about we do include Tirnari and Dea, but not the other standards? Yeah, and Yume Mizuki as well. But she's not out yet, so... Oh, sorry. But Yume Mizuki is not out yet, so... I don't want to rank her. No, I don't want to rank Yume Mizuki. Anyways, let's start by just putting all the limited 5 stars that we want to rank here, and then we'll take them away one at a time. This one's not getting taken away. Alright, am I missing anyone? I don't think so, right? No, Yume Mizuki is not out yet, so... Actually, you know what? Let's include the standard 5 stars. Whatever, man. Like, sure. Worst case, we'll just do a bottom 15 instead of a bottom 10. Like, that's fine. Alright. So, first of all, we can remove the ones that don't suck. Okay? So, we remove Risley, we remove Navia. We remove Chaska, we remove Kanich, we remove Emily. We remove Xianyun. We remove Chiori, we remove Clorinde. Remove Alhaitham, we remove Kokomi, we remove Lenny, we remove Nilo, we remove Hukao, we remove Shao, we remove Venti, we remove Baiju, we remove Ayaka. I think all the rest is worth talking about. Petition to put Venti and C0 Hutao bot. Shut the fuck up, JB. Okay. So, first, let's talk about the characters that have teams that are good, but those teams either don't rely on them whatsoever, or are really cringe to play. Those are characters that will be removed from here, but that I still want to shit talk, okay? Like Sino, for example, right? Sino's not important to his teams. You could fucking play Dory and fuck it, it'll be better, okay? But the teams aren't bad, right? Like, he has teams that clear in reasonable times, right? Like, he's not a bad unit. Ito shouldn't have been in there to begin with. I should have removed him before Sino. Sorry. I'm sorry. Klee! Klee kind of just exists in her teams. She's there. She's hitting the enemies, I guess. It doesn't feel like she's doing anything, but she is. I know nothing about Klee. Okay, unironically, alright? Klee is a character with a really good skill and worthless everything else, alright? I will stand by Klee's best ability being her skill forever. Her skill is actually good. Imagine if we lived in a world where her burst would persist off field. It'd be better, I guess. But yeah. Other than that, Ganyu. Ganyu feels awful to play, but Ganyu Mel teams aren't actually that bad in terms of damage, and they scale pretty well with like really high artifact investment and like getting a 5-star weapon. So it's alright. Yeah, she's also a fine support, either in Mawika teams or in Hyperloom teams. That's true. Yai is fine. She's fine. But she's not good. I think Yai is a unit that is overrated, in my opinion. Like, she's not that good as the second Electro in your Aggravate teams, like, with Fischl. She's not that good in those teams, because there's not enough upside to the ability to swap out. There's no Dendro or Animo character that benefits enough from relatively loose rotations and field time to make those teams particularly strong. Right, like the one that benefits from it the most is Tirnari, but he's not good enough to justify it. Like, he's all in all a fairly weak unit, so the great synergy isn't enough to make the team amazing. And then in teams where you're not playing Fischl, you only play her because you don't like Fischl. Like, technically, she's slightly better in like quicken teams where you don't trigger Fischl's A4 at all. But like, what are you doing with your life, buddy? And that's 15 units, including the 5 1.0 standards characters. So the bottom 10, excluding those 5, is these 10 units for me, I think. Actually, no, that's not true. I lied. It's these 10. I didn't notice Child in there. Child's he sneaked in a little, okay? Sorry, I didn't notice him, my bad. Flea over Wanderer. Okay. If you have C6 Farazan, Wanderer is probably slightly better than Flea. Wanderer is better than Ito for sure. I heavily disagree with that. I think Gogobi is dog shit, but that's a take for later. Alright, buddy. Calm down. Anyways. Out of these, I can probably find 5 to remove, though. Like, Yai, yeah. Daya, I think I'll remove. Hoyo just really likes giving Daya buffs for some reason. Like, Emilia and Kinich made Daya so much better, and so did Molani. Daya aged well. I mean, how would I describe it? Because, like, if you say that she aged well, it implies that she's in a good state right now, which I think is misrepresentative of the situation. But if you say she aged poorly, you're implying that she got worse or didn't get better, which is also not true. She just aged. I know, I have the perfect analogy. She aged like a glass of room temperature water with a tea bag in it. I don't think you can shit on Wonder, but not shit on Chow. I mean, the thing about Wander is that even with Farazan, he's kind of... I agree they're both ass without her, but... I'm not adding this. Who sneaks out, chat? Ayato sneaks out. Ayato sneaks out. Hyperbloom is good, and Ayato's a fine AoE on-fielder for Hyperbloom teams. Jean sneaks out. Yoimiya is unironically good at single target with her premium team at C6 R5, true. Okay, unironically though, I should double crown my Yoimiya. Because, unironically, like, my Yoimiya is so weak that I struggle to 36 star. And I know it wouldn't be that different if she was double crowned, but if I say that, people will be like, well, you're talent level 876, so you can't talk. I need to double crown her so I can shit talk her with less room for people to doubt. Just farm 250 CV artifacts. I wonder what she's on. When I play her, is this what she's on? This is different. I use that, I think. Wait, no. Oh right, I need the onset. Never mind. He's the one that's uncommon. Like this is what my stat line looks like on my Yoimiya build. You heavily underestimate Wander. I clear Abyss with Wander without a sweat. I mean, I can clear Abyss with Diluc without a sweat. I can clear Abyss with Kating without a sweat. But I do think out of these 10, Wander is probably the best. Alright. Who's the least bad out of these? Maybe Tefnari? Okay, here's the actual good take, okay? The actual good take is Diluc shouldn't be in here, but I just refuse not to include Diluc if the only reason why he shouldn't be in here is because of C6 Bennett plus Sitlali. Like, that doesn't count. In my eyes, that doesn't fucking count. C6 Bennett plus Xianyun plus Citlali, that shit don't count, dude. And, like, if you're not at, like, whale-level hyper-investment on teams like that, you do 40-second rotations, because that's the amount of time it takes to get your fucking energy back. It's so bad. But, like, it's not actually bad, it's just... It just feels like complete garbage. Anyways, I'll put Diluc here. Next, probably Kuting. Then Shenhe. And I think after that, there's like a massive chasm. Okay? And then deep below, we have the remaining 6. Okay, 2 of these units... Actually, 3 of these units are still, like, okay. I think next is Albedo. Then Yoimiya. Then Mona. Okay, and then, earlier we had a chasm, now we have an abyss. Albedo does less damage than unbuffed Fischl with Goro buff. Yeah, but Albedo's still a reasonable option because of his 125 EM passive in a few teams. He's a reasonable option in Mawika, Citlali teams, and Arlecchino teams. He's not good, but it's the blessing of support. You can be an awful support, but just because you're a support, at least you're not Yoimiya, you know? Anyways, next, you have Sijuin. Anyways, that was probably better than Chi-Chi. Right? Goro equals Sijuin. Okay, buddy. Who was it that sent me a sim with Albedo for Mawika teams? Or Arlecchino teams? I don't remember which one it was. Whatever. Because, like, there is no team where Sijuin is actually good. Or there is no good team where Sijuin is reasonable. Sorry. I guess it's like... Mono Hydra with Sijuin versus Arlecchino and Mawika meld teams with Albedo. Which of these teams is more... Like, which of these teams' ankles are more broken by the presence of that character? What ones of these 5-stars would still be here if 4-stars were included? There's a lot of awful 4-stars, so I'm not sure. These 2 would definitely be here. Sijuin probably as well. And maybe Mona. Can you throw out some 4-stars for fun? I mean, sure. Obviously, if we're including every single unit of the game, the worst one by far is Hydro MC. Right, that one's not really yeah. Is that it? I guess Gave as well. Is that it? Maybe you could include Lisa. I don't know. That's kind of it for 4-stars that are like ass. Genshin isn't great, but he's definitely not. Well, maybe she is, actually. Sure. Mika? I mean, we can talk about Mika, but, like, Mika's actually a pretty decent unit. Like, okay. Mika doesn't really have a very good team. Right? But neither does, or Femine, right? Like, physical comes in a package, and the carries are a lot worse than Mika is. Mika buffing-wise is closer to TTDS Lisa than to Ben. Yeah, because no one cares about attack speed right now. It's because the characters that care about attack speed can't benefit from the physical damage. And the characters that benefit from the physical damage don't care about attack speed. Anyways, is Chi-Chi the worst unit in the game? I think so. Maybe. Maybe I'll feel differently tomorrow, who knows. Other than MC, obviously. Other than Hydro MC. We're not including Hydro MC. We're not including any of the MCs. Say Alloy. Nah, Alloy's better. At least Alloy generates fucking 5 particles on her skill, you know? Sackbow, Alloy, Bad Chest, yes sir. Alright. I will put Alloy here though. Alright. Alright. Tofnadi has been knocked out. Amber. Ooh. Difficult decision. Do I put Amber above or below Ella? This is so dependent on Elegy. I think with Elegy, she's probably slightly above, but without it, she's below. I think with Elegy, she's above Sijuin, but Sijuin can use Elegy too. I guess she can't use it well, but... eh. Alright, so Delu gets knocked out. Alright, next! Vremine. Is Vremine better or worse than Ella? Probably slightly worse. But his kid is cool. And his animations are cool. So you'll probably have more fun playing him. And his abilities don't miss. His skill misses a lot, actually. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, you're right. Okay, he stays below. Alright, who else? I don't think Lisa... I don't think Lisa's bad enough. Like, maybe she could knock out, like, Albedo and Shenhe, perhaps. But those are gonna get knocked out without her anyways. Lisa's alright. Xinyan! Xinyan's biggest upside is as one of the speedrunning options for Molani. But, like, bro, you could use fucking Yanfei for that. Like, I don't think it matters that much. I will put her between Mona and Sijuin. Chongyun! Chat? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Chongyun isn't even bottom 2 Cryo Claymore characters. I think he's below Mona. Don't add more, keep Yoimiya in the bottom 10, true. Alright. Ning. I think Ning is worse than Yoimiya. Is she above or below Mona? I think below Mona. Razor. The thing about Razor is that Thundering Fury is still a pretty reasonable team, but it's also not a popular one. And it's not like Razor's really designed around it either. I don't think Razor makes it into bottom 10, honestly. And that team's still clear? Oh, yeah. Buddy, when we got the fucking triple Kenki in the not the current combat event, but the last combat event, like the last boss combat event with triple Kenki, my team that could clear triple Kenki the fastest was the Razor team. It was clearing faster than Neuvillette. Electro just has a floor that's better than every unit. Yeah, pretty much. That's also why Kave is not gonna make it in either. Because same for Dendro. Like, Kave would be a stronger unit if his kill and burst at, like, C6, whatever, did not detonate Bloom Seeds. Like, there are lines in his kit that are supposed to be upsides, but that literally make him worse. But even then, just the ability to be a Dendro on-fielder makes him not make it into the bottom 10. Because the bottom 10 are not it. That says more about your Neuvillette build than your Razor? I mean, not really. Like, getting plat in a boss rush combat event is supposed to be rough. I take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis, and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants, and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, and everything is going my way.